Coming to you live from the Darien Ice House, it's boys varsity ice hockey on the DAF Media Network, and the Darien Blue Wave host the Trumbull Eagles in the first round of the FCIAC tournament today from the Darien Ice House. Just about an hour ago, New Canaan beat St. Joe's, advancing to the semifinals, and now the other team here that plays at the Darien Ice House, Darien, is hosting Trumbull. Darien coming into this game as the 1 seed, Trumbull the 8th seed. So the Eagles, the real underdog, Darien, coming off a pretty strong close to their season. Dylan DeRiso here alongside Will Johnson. Will, glad to have you back after that brief break last week. And we've got a pretty good game ahead of us today. Darien's looking very strong, though. Yeah,
Darien does, as you said, looking very strong. They are going to face New Canaan, hopefully in the state championship game. If they both make it that far, that's what we're rooting for. But today, they're just focused on Trumbull. I just spoke with Tommy Bronca. He said he's very sad to be missing this game, but they're, he said Trumbull's a good team, and they prepared for them. So
the Blue Wave and the Eagles coming in with very similar records. Darien 11-7-1, Trumbull 11-7-0. So very similar records, as I just said. Darien with some wins against some stronger teams, though, and a few of their losses coming to some out-of-state teams. So
Trumbull did get the better end of St. Joe's twice, I believe. So, and Darien did lose to them their first matchup. They won the second one, but lost the first one. So this Trumbull team is, you can't just put them aside.
We're going to go down to the ice now for the player introductions and the national anthem.
And now for the starting lineup for Trumbull. At forward, number 15, Luca.
Both teams locked in, ready to go. It's tournament time. Trumbull, like I said earlier, coming into this game as the 8th seed, but they are still ready to fight. They were looking locked in warm-ups. Darien, on the other hand, coming off a loss to end their season, I believe. But other than that, Darien has had a very strong season up until this point, gaining wins against a lot of top teams. New Canaan, the most notable team that Darien took down twice this season. So they're a pretty strong Darien team, Will. But coming into a tournament game like this, you don't know what to expect from Trumbull, so you can only expect the best.
Yeah, you know, there's always upsets out in the playoffs. You can't take any teams for granted. You know, Darien's coming in, treating this game just as if they were playing New Canaan or Co-op or one of those teams, because you know, once Trumbull gets ahead, you know, it's a hard hole to climb out of. You know, they got a lot of big guys. I was just taking a gander over there, a lot of taller players. So, you know, if they can keep their foot on the gas, Darien does not want to get into a hole early. So I think they just got to come out strong, and I think that'll be the key to victory for them today.
Ryan Spangler, the captain of the Blue Wave, getting the boys locked in down by the net. On the other end, Trumbull getting hyped up by head coach Greg Maxey. Starting in goal, as usual, for the Blue Wave, Chris Schofield, coming into this game with a 91% save percentage on the season and a 2.34 goals against average.
Yeah, Scof has been tremendous in goal this year. Very consistent, very strong player. You know, it's definitely an advantage for Darien to have something like that in net, because they can put a lot of pressure on offense, and on defense you got something like that to stop the pucks.
Darien will win the face-off back to begin. DeVillers will dump it into the zone. Garabet and Feifel will pursue. Puck along the boards. Trumbull with an immediate dump out. That'll be called for an icing right off the bat, just under 20 seconds in. Trumbull's goalie today, Adam Gutman, the senior, number 33. Bit of a shorter player, Will, but we were watching him in warm-ups. He's got a pretty solid glove, so that'll be something to watch out for Darien.
Darien's got their own men with a great glove. Schofield, we've seen how much he's relied on that this year. That's been his bread and butter, as DeVillers throws one on net.
Puck was loose out in front. Trumbull stole it away. They're head the other way, but Spangler intercepts it. Now Darien's back on offense. A quick shot from DeVillers. That one wide and away. Puck escapes the zone. Beach is there to send it back in, and Trumbull resets. Eagles skating it down. Immediately turned around by DeVillers, and now it's Kreppin on the pressure. Graham Krepping skating across with it. Puck gets jarred loose, so he dumps it in. Darien trying to get some pressure on. Beach with a slapper from the outside. Immediate glove save by Gutman.
Yeah, one thing we've seen a lot from Darien this year is Coach Bud likes to change up the lines a lot. No surprise here with Garabet, Feifel, and DeVillers, the starting line. You know, it really doesn't matter who the starting line is. They all get a lot of playing time, pretty even. They're all strong players, and you know, Coach Bud just knows what he's doing.
Beach, a shot once again deflected off the stick of Gutman, up and out of play. It'll be our third stoppage of the game already, and we are just 1 minute and 2 seconds in.
Yeah, a lot of stoppages so far. Darien's trying to apply a lot of pressure. Trumbull looks like they're just playing very defensive. I think that as the underdog, they should be rushing the offensive net.
Quick shot off the bat once again. Save made. Gutman will have another face-off.
There's 4 stoppages.
It's the fourth.
Gutman's been getting tested a lot. You know, we'll see how he holds up. If he stands in there, he's definitely gonna need to play a very good game to give this team a chance.
Face-off, one back by the Eagles. Can't get the puck out. A missed slap shot from Beach goes over to Thurlow. He chips it in. Some hits, puck in the corner now. The pressure, Trumbull takes it away.
It's a hard shot.
Hickey from behind. Puck evading his stick. Now looking across in front. Thurlow was trying to find somebody. No one was there. Gutman covered it up. We've got another stoppage.
So that's our 5th in 90 seconds. So got a stoppage every 18 seconds so far.
Let's hope the rest of the game doesn't go like that. Or it'll be a long one. Puck moved back to Spangler. He saves it, keeping it in the zone. And it finally gets out.
Probably the first time it's been in Darien's defensive zone. Schwinn got rocked.
Trumbull with some immediate physical pressure. They're going to
Yeah.
call that a penalty on number 4, Jake Tierlich.
I saw that Schwinn was skating into the boards. He got hit up high really hard. His head just smashed into that board. Luckily, he got up, though. He's a tough kid. So Darien will go on the power play for the first time this game. And as we've seen this year, they normally like to have, the 4 guys circle the outside with De Villers in the middle, going for that circle C cut, but probably the best shooter on the team, so they're looking always to find him. So
we'll see if that classic play call comes into fruition here as a whistle is blown.
Moved.
Yep.
Maybe the 80th time this year.
Yeah, Nets seem to get off a lot here at the Darien Ice House on both ends, as we've come to see throughout this season. So Blue Wave getting a fresh start to this power play. De Villers wins it over to Garabet, moves it back to Holland. Now De Villers along the boards. Holland with it up top, surveying, moves it back down to De Villers, and that one just out of reach. Trumbull fighting to get the puck out. They do. They get their first break of the penalty kill.
And this is a huge penalty kill for Trumbull, as going down 1-0 as the 8 seed versus the 1 seed is a very big hole to climb out of. So if they can get some energy, make a big stop on this penalty kill, I think that would be huge for them.
Luca Monopoly was putting some pressure on for the Eagles, something similar to what Darien usually does on their penalty kill, as De Villers carries this puck behind. Moving it up top, Holland, one touch back. Now Holland from the point, his shot, save made Gutman.
That's a good take from Tommy Holland. There's no bodies in front of Gutman, but Holland just let a wrister go from the point, hoping for maybe someone to get a stick on it, but Gutman was able to read it perfectly and just get a blocker on it, cover it up.
Face off one back immediately. Ely from the up top passes it down to Schwind. His pass towards Bronca got stopped, and he'll have to pass it down once again. Bronca looking across the middle, nobody home. Ely keeps the puck in.
Grafton Ely is just such a strong defender. Always able to bat down pucks with his size. He's very good at keeping it in, as I said that, and he lets it go. Announcer jinx. But normally, very good at keeping the puck in. That big guy up by the blue line, just keeping that in, looking for feeds up front, and sometimes a nice slap shot.
Lancaster over to Whitaker. A shot from Bronca. And that one, glove save Gutman, and he's been loving that glove so far this game.
Yeah, you called that out before the game. He's both goalies love their glove. I don't think Scope's got a shot tonight yet, but I think not necessarily a bad thing for Trumbull, as long as they can keep Darien, keep this a tie game. I think they're happy with that. As the first power play unit comes back out.
Yager dumping that one all the way out. Icing that puck. Running some time off the clock. Holland will take it from behind the net under pressure.
It's dangerous. And De Villers is just so good at skating through that defense.
I've seen it so often this season. De Villers will just take the puck from Darien and skate through the entire other team, bringing it down, forming a possession for the Blue Wave, as Trumbull gets a beautiful clear there.
And that's going to be icing because this power play is over. But yeah, as we were saying, De Villers puts that puck on one, normally holds a stick in one hand, just glides through the defense. That sets up a lot of their offense. So not just a scorer, but also very good at getting the puck out of their defensive zone. So definitely not a ton of action on our side so far tonight.
Not
Schofield
at all.
Has not been faced with any shots.
Seems like
Very one-sided game.
I believe every face-off besides the opening face-off has been down on the other end. We've had upwards of 8 now.
And now that Trumbull has made a stop on that penalty kill, we'll see if they can generate some offense with some newly found momentum.
There's Chris Davis, the Darien fourth line, out on the ice. The 2 freshmen and the first-year junior.
It's just almost as if they can't even get the puck into the zone, as now they finally do. That's a
little toe drag move. Nice stop made by Asa Beach. Collins carrying it in. He'll take a low wrist shot. Save made. Gutman, rebound save again. Gutman still holding on to it. He didn't fully know if he had it or not, but he did, and a nice stop there for the Eagles. But Darien continuing to put on some pressure early in this game, whether it's good shots or bad shots. you don't want to see a lot of shots if you're on Trumble's side.
Yeah, and that whole play started with Asa Beach. Trumbull was looking for their first opportunity, which would have been huge just for confidence. And I think Asa Beach just stepped up, just took that toe drag, didn't fall for it, and just pushed Darien the other way.
Asa Beach, just a great job on that defense, not falling for the common trick of watching the stick or the puck, instead just keeping an eye on the body. And it paid off for him as Spangler, the defenseman. You don't usually see him take it up very often. He'll bring it all the way around behind. Still with the puck. Schwinn from up top. Oh, and he missed on it. That would have been a huge shot for Charlie Schwinn. Shot.
Oh.
And another one and a goal for the Blue Wave.
Top
Spangler
shell.
was looking for a shot. He couldn't get it. And Darien finishes. Patrick Thurlow.
Top cheese, Patrick Thurlow off the rebound. You see, right place, right time, went glove side high, just snipped it up top. Gutman had no chance. Gamble's at it again, 1-0.
Thurlow with his third goal of the season. That one putting the Blue Wave up 1 in their FCIAC tournament quarterfinal first appearance. And Trumbull will now have to work themselves out of a hole, and defending will no longer be the solution to their problems in this game. As you can already see, Trumbull being a little more aggressive with the puck, as
I think that's
Schofield will hold on to that one.
Finally getting one. We'll call that a shot in the stat category. So I think he was maybe looking for, hopefully winning a face-off in the offensive zone. But, that shot was definitely didn't have any chance of going in, especially on a goaltender like Schofield, as another draw goes to Darien.
Moving it up now, it's Billy Bronco who'll skate it down the side, looking across the middle towards Gregory. That one just a little bit in front of him. Now a low shot from Tommy Holland. He was looking for a tip. Didn't get it. Trumbull going up on offense now. Low shot from them. That one saved by Schofield. He wanted to pass it out, but the ref blew his whistle prematurely.
The Schofield's definitely, hasn't faced a ton of great shots tonight. Both shots on him were just little dinkers, going one at his glove and one at his pad. He must be thinking, if this is how it's going to be all game, then what's the point of even being here? So maybe he's even hoping to get some action.
Almost 6 minutes into this game, the first time we've really seen the puck down in the Darien end. It's immediately cleared out of the zone as the Darien fourth line is back on the ice, and Collins gets bodied. Asa Beach looking for a pass. That one
gets
was
him
blocked.
right back. And now they got numbers.
Kimberly skating. He'll look for the dump in. Lancaster returns it back and clears it out of the zone.
They just have to be able to set up a decent offensive possession. Doesn't need to, go for the, the one-timer. You just got to set up an offensive possession, at least get some shots on Schofield, because the way this is going, this game they're not even close to scoring.
Beach to Davis. Davis will skate up. He loses the puck and gets hit late as well. Trumbull looking to go the other way now. Ferrasciano moving the puck across to Yager. He'll go for a dump. Trumbull will go for a chase, but Schwinn is the first one to it.
There's almost no pressure being applied in the forecheck. Just easy clears for Darien.
Spangler back to Schwinn from behind.
That's the first
Skate
time.
around. Great stick lift from Monopoly. Now the puck jammed in the corner. Darien wins it out. Thurlow moving it across to Fusco. Fusco with a little dump and chase of his own. Trumbull was the first to it, and they'll begin going the other way. Another dump in from the Eagles. Schwinn retrieves over to Holland, and Darien going back up in transition once again. Garabet, a long, low angle dumping off the board.
Ooh.
Schwinn with a quick shot. That one just wide of the net.
Nifty move there from Charlie Schwinn. Here's Garabet. It's going to be a whistle.
High sticking. Not sure who that's called on quite yet.
It's like
I believe that's on the
25. Oh, no.
Sue goes to the box here. Looks like it might be. Oh.
So no one got in the
looks
box.
like we got.
Just a stoppage.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to
I'm
start
sorry, I
watching the
didn't-
NHL a little bit more.
We do. We need. Will, you and I both need to recognize our signals here.
Yeah, that's definitely something we struggle with.
De Villers will skate. Offside's called.
Yeah, you know,
Looks to be on Garabet.
De Villers always just eager to throw it on net. He's got such a great wrist shot. He can shoot from almost anywhere. So, you know, I think Garabet just wasn't ready for him. Sometimes he moves too fast, even for his own teammates.
Darien winning the draw back to Ely. Ely, a quick pass over to Gregory. Now the Blue Wave in transition. A shot deflected off the stick of Gutman. Trumbull clearing the zone. Great hit laid out by Bronca. And the puck's back in the zone.
And Henry Gregory's been a great player for Darien this year. Definitely, you know, overperformed in my standards. He's been one of the best players in this team. A great scorer. You know, he had an overtime winner. He's had a couple big goals and some big games. So he's always someone that can step it up.
Bronca carrying it down. His pass was deflected. Now Ely up on offense. Getting into it with another Trumbull player. It's the Eagles get it out once again, but Asa Beach is there, dumping it in once more.
And I think Trumbull's got to stop playing so passive on the defensive end. We know Darien's got a lot of great shooters, but you know they're just putting in almost nothing on offense. And they want to win this game. You know they got to at least get something on net.
That'll be called for a quick icing on Trumbull, and the puck will go all the way back down to the Eagle end for a face-off.
Looks like Schofield's having the time of his life there in the crease. Just vibing out. No shots on net, except for those two little, wouldn't even call them shots.
Quick shot from Schwinn.
Because Gutman's
Saved Gutman right into his chest.
He's had some action for sure. He's definitely done a good job. That one goal from Thurlow, he was screened, and you know, Thurlow went top shelf, great shot. But Gutman is definitely, besides that, done, you know, handled these Darien shots pretty well. As they finally they can't get it out of the zone.
And even when they do, Darien's just right there to return it. As we saw, Charlie Schwind was on it. They'll call that one icing, but usually in that situation, the Blue Wave just skated up, little dump in, they've got a possession.
And with all these icings, I think that the only chance that they have is, you know, winning a faceoff and maybe getting a good look off the draw. Because besides that, you know, their best chance has probably been when he's one-on-one with Asa Beach, and you know, Asa Beach just, you know, didn't fall for the toe drag and just poke checked it away. So he's played phenomenal this year. Not the biggest guy, but he plays like he's 6'5", always laying the body around and going at guys bigger than him.
Kreppen.
It's a great pass.
Up to Fusco. Now Thurlow in pursuit. Gutman will pass it around behind. Puck gets out. Now a 2-on-1 for Trumbull.
Great defense.
Lowers down to a 2-on-2.
Great defense from Ryan Spangler.
Spangler laying out a hit.
He just manhandled number 25, which is Peter Antoinu. I'm going to do my best to pronounce that.
Now Trumbull going the other way. Two Darien defensemen back. As he loses the puck. Spangler from behind clears it immediately. So Trumble's got to reset.
Both possessions that they finally had a rush. You know, Schwind, Beach, and actually Spangler. So all three possessions, they just hadn't even let them get a shot off.
Schwind will skate it. He dumps it into the zone. Trumbull clears it out. Darien working to get it back in.
That's
being a little too hasty there.
Gets it back though.
Offside's called on Trumbull.
Yeah, Tommy Holland's a great player. So maybe limits some of those mistakes, those passes in their own zone. But you know, as you say, he made up for it, got it right back. So there's a reason he was getting playing time as a freshman last year. Can't win face-offs either.
Tie up on the draw. Darien comes out with it. Holland chasing it back.
That's great talk from Grafton Ely. You know, just yelling, you know, watch your right side, goes right to his left. That's just that's what a leader does. Constant
communicator. We can always hear it from up here, Will.
Yeah. It's just like that in lacrosse too. He's always got his mouth open. Pause. That's a pause.
Now Darien on a rush looking across. That pass was behind Lancaster, and Trumbull will do their best to get it out as Gregory's putting some hard work on Trumbull. Eagles
pass.
finally clearing it down just out of reach of Jake Turlick, and he would have had a breakaway if he was on that. He is visually angry.
And he just slapped the puck, right? Not intentionally by the referee, but the referee saw it. In a lot of other sports, you know, that's penalty. Sometimes can be delay a game or something like. But you know, he gets away with that one. No penalty there.
Darien off the draw, coming across.
And
just lost it. Now Beach from up top, his wrist shot,
and that
gets caught in the mix.
That should have been a finish. He had him beat on the backside. He was going for the backhand. He just lost the puck.
Whitaker to Spangler. Spangler whiffing on it.
Good check from Chris Davis.
Puck still in a mix here. Trumbull wins it.
And looks
They'll
like
clear the zone. They were looking for a pass over to Montanaro, but he was getting off the ice.
I don't think he was
a
ready
possible
for it.
Injury.
I don't think he was grabbing his shoulder.
Yeah. Darien still on offense here. Beach, another shot. That one go all the way around as Spangler laying a hit, opening the door for Crepin. Save off to the side by Gutman. Rebound save once again. That one was tipped off of Davis's stick.
And yeah, Asa Beach is known for those blue line slap shots, even wrist shots sometimes. Not always looking for the goal, but a lot of the time it creates rebound opportunities, which lead to goals.
Beach looking to still post his first career goal. He's got 6 assists on his career.
And a lot of the goals set up are he's not credited for, but he throws them on net, and a lot of time there's some screening and a lot of, deflections or rebounds. So he's definitely an underrated member of this team.
.231 to go in the first period. The Blue Wave leading the Eagles by a score of 1-0. Goal courtesy Patrick Thurlow earlier in the first period. And this first period has been all Darien. Well,
this has been just a pretty peculiar game, honestly, as Darien is just, even their offense haven't seemed like they've got a ton of great looks, but Trumbull's just, I've never seen a game be this one-sided on the offensive end. Chris Schofield hasn't needed to do anything pretty much. And so this has just been a pretty bizarre game. We'll see if Trumbull can make some adjustments heading into the locker room.
Trumbull looking for an offensive rush here. Schwinn laying the body. DeVillers
got taken down.
Getting the puck, moves it over to Holland. Holland looking for a long pass up to Garabet. That one out of reach. Called for an icing with 1:45 to go.
And as I was saying before, Tommy Holland's a phenomenal player, but a lot of the times just you don't need that pass there. Just a pretty errant pass, but if he can just limit those mistakes, he will be one of the best defenders in the FCIAC, including as he's only a sophomore. He's got some time that'll work up that IQ
for sure.
But as a defender, he's very solid.
Tie up on the draw. DeVillers comes out with it. Chipping it off the boards up to Garabet. He'll take his time, surveying, finds Beach. Beach a quick pass to DeVillers. That one.
And there's going to be a
called for an icing.
Yeah. See, the ref shook his head for a second. Looks like he was almost about to call something, then he shook his head. Called an icing. So Trumbull needs some sort of offensive possession if they can just win a faceoff, which they cannot.
Beach, a high one off the glass, stays in play, doesn't get out of the zone. Beach with it once again, passing it off the boards,
Good
up
pass.
to Elders. Elders hitting to the boards, a high slap shot save made, Gutman.
That's what I'm telling you about Henry Gregory, very underrated player. He just winded up. That was a great shot, really good save, but as you see, Asa Beach does what he does.
Beach a wrister save. Gutman,
puck's
puck's still loose. Gutman can't find it. He finally does, pouncing on it. A stoppage here and some extracurriculars to go along with it.
Yeah, but there's we always see what Asa Beach does. Always throwing them on net from the point. A lot of times sets up a lot of great offense. So Asa Beach and Henry Gregory, both two very underrated players. Beach is a phenomenal defender. And Gregory's a great shooter, as we saw there. A lot of the times that could go in. That was a great save.
Puck cleared out of the zone by Trumbull. That'll roll down towards Schofield. He'll leave his crease.
Probably the most Schofield's had to do all night.
Now Holland
That's a good pass from Tommy
finds
Holland.
Collins. And now the Darien team is on a rush. A quick shot from Collins. Blocker save made Gutman. And he'll cover that one up too with about 42 to go in the period.
Yeah, that's just a very good display of stick handling there from Jack Collins. He's been out a lot this year, but he's back as his elders. But Jack Collins, you saw, he's got a great handle of the puck there. Made a couple great moves and threw it on net. That was a good blocker save. But, you know, he's definitely one that doesn't get a ton of opportunities, I feel like, to shoot as much as him and Charlie Schwind as well. Both two of the best shooters I see out here. And when they shoot, you know, it's always going to be a lot of times a good shot.
Spangler down to DeVillers. Eats a hit.
You know, shots
Some help from Garabet. That shot goes wide. Whistle blown.
Yeah, that's DeVillers. That's his bread and butter, you know, getting it. A lot of time gets it on that left wing, carries it to the high slot, and just lets a wrister go. That's what he's known for. That's why he's the leading scorer on this Darien team. With
DeVillers got 12 goals
yeah.
on the season. Garabet following closely behind with 11. Those two players have been sharing a lot of time together on the first line, sometimes on the second line, but we've seen them both together a lot. Both sizable players, yeah.
Because Towson Fife was a lot of time there for speed. And then DeVillers and Garabet, two great shooters. And they've got great chemistry. A lot of time, very good job connecting with each other. They always know where each other are on the ice. So that's one thing that you love to see if you're Coach Mac Budd.
8 seconds to go in the first period. The Blue Wave looking for a quick strike.
They got shooters out there. They got Schwind, DeVillers, Ely, Garabet.
Schwind lining up way out wide, possibly for a shot if Darien wins the face. A shot off the draw got deflected. 2 seconds left, and time will wind off in the first period. And after one score, 1-0 in favor of the Blue Wave, courtesy Patrick Thurlow, picking up his third goal of the season. Darien looking very solid after the period. A lot of offense on their end and not a lot of defense. We'll be back in just a few moments here on the DAF Media Network.
The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all of this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared to respond whenever you need it.
I'd like to thank the Darien Foundation for their continued support. They've been a wonderful partner, and they've taken this vision that we've had for this property and make it a reality.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
This is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
It's important for people to be proud of where they live and to understand that if they want a better society, that they need to fund places like the Darien Foundation and the places like the Mather Homestead, because they're so rich in cultural achievements that it makes it a better place to live.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This is David Genovese, founder of Corbin Cares. Corbin Cares Phase 2, in partnership with the Darien Foundation, was launched to support the people who support Darien. Corbin Cares partnered with the Darien Foundation to thank essential workers, teachers, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, town employees, and postal workers who stepped up during the pandemic. Family meals for four were provided by Four Forks, Bodega, Michael Joseph's, 1020 Post, and Parlor Pizza and Wine. Post 53 was treated to a tacos and waffles night with Bodega and the Waffle Cabin. Thanks to countless donors, 910 family dinners for four and 110 posties were served. And the Corbin Cares office was flooded with notes, emails, and letters of gratitude. Thanks to the essential workers and generous donors, you are all that make this community great.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are On the Stage. We are At the Big Games. We are On the Field. We are In the Gym. We are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are Making a Difference. We are DAF Media.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
back here live on the DAF Media Network. And after one, the Blue Wave lead the Eagles by a score of 1-0. Darien hosting Trumbull in today's FCIAC quarterfinal matchup. Darien, the 1 seed, Trumbull, the 8th seed, as I said earlier, and it's been all Blue Wave so far in this one. Darien's been dominant on offense. Trumbull's been back on their heels most of the game, and they're going to have to work to find their way back in this one. Even though it's a 1-goal difference, it's certainly been a big difference in terms of play. Adam Gutman, the goalie for Trumbull, has really kept them in this one, and they've got a lot to thank him for thus far. But we are ready to go here. The second period, 15 minutes on the clock, and we are off. Dylan DeRiso alongside Will Johnson, as usual, as Darien will begin the period in the offensive end. Holland keeping the puck in the zone for the Blue Wave. Feifel putting some pressure on Yager. Darien's bringing it back in. DeVillers now a shot deflected up into the air and out of play.
Yeah, Gutman's been tested a lot this game so far. Really has held his own except for that 1 goal top shelf. But you know, we saw right there as well, just able to stick that one away. He's been a phenomenal goalie so far this game. Haven't seen anything of him this year actually till this game, and he's impressed me. So this Trumbull team coming out with some quick newfound energy, it seems, after the intermission.
Fusco with it behind. He gets hit quickly by Hickey, and Trumbull's going on a rush. Kimberly with the puck along the boards.
Good pass.
Darien's defense ready like they have been all game, Will. We've seen Trumbull go on so many offensive rushes, but Darien has performed so well defensively. Asa Beach, Charlie Schwinn, just a couple of guys who have been in some tough one-on-one situations who have held their own.
Yeah, it looked like Asa Beach was in front there, but great hit there by number 4, Jake Turlick.
Kreppen looking up top. Ely a slap shot. Didn't get all of it.
And Turlick laid the body on the ground. That's a great play. Just putting his body on the
Ely
line.
from up top, a quick shot from Thurlow. Kreppen was looking for the wraparound. He had no chance at that. Now Grafton Ely behind the net. Puck stolen away and cleared out of the zone by Tyler Hickey. That one going up, almost hitting a parent.
Feels like we've seen that a couple
Or
times
might
this
have,
year.
I believe it hit a parent in the arm, if I'm not
good.
mistaken.
Shaking it off.
Looks to be all right.
Yeah, definitely want to go back to that play there from Jake Turlick. Ely, not a small guy, winded up with a big slap shot, and Turlick just laid down. And see that in the NHL a lot, and he just blocked that shot. That's what you love to see out of a team, an 8 seed versus a 1 seed. That's hopefully that will find some newfound fire for the rest of the team.
Trumbull working to get the puck out. Little kick back towards Yager, and he cuts, evading Bronca. Gets the puck out of the zone. Spangler's there to respond with some help from Henry Gregory. Trumbull back on it once again. Antonio getting it into the zone. Montanaro in pursuit. Puck.
You did a much better job with the pronunciation than I did there, Antonio. Yeah, you see Trumbull definitely made some adjustments in that locker room. As they've gotten the puck in the Darien zone a couple times already. Not too many great shots generated, but definitely a start for them.
Darien continuing with the pressure. Jack Collins out on the ice, and he's got an opportunity out in front. His stick gets lifted. Two out of the 3 Darien fourth liners on the ice, Davis and Collins. Aiden Elders, the 3rd member of that line. He got back a couple games ago after his injury that he sustained against New Canaan. A little over a month ago, as Schwinn takes a shot, that one's blocked.
Yeah, it looks like he hit number 5, Zach Yager, and he's a little gimpy. Slow get up.
Gets it out once again. Trumbull sending it back in. But Darien's there to return it. Looking up, Trumbull makes the stop.
A good poke check there.
Coming up, a quick shot from Whitaker right into the chest of Adam Gutman.
Yeah, and Gutman is not going to get enough credit for this game, as he's played tremendously well, and he's just stood in that net, taking a lot of hard Darien shots. They're a great shooting team, and that one goal he gave up should not go over the fact that he's played a tremendous game.
Quick slap shot, that one knocked back out by Hickey. Darien clearing it into the zone once again. Trumbull working as hard as they can. Darien's pressure is relentless. Garabet keeping it in, skating it up.
See, they go right back at it with the aggressiveness.
Little cutback from Ferriciano.
Oh,
and a huge hit from Towson Feifel on Jake Turlick.
Yeah, Towson just absolutely rocked Turlick.
Slap shot from the point.
There you go.
Ferriciano.
Oh, here's a chance.
Another chance out in front. Huge save made by Schofield.
Oh, and you know how Trumbull is definitely kicking themselves after that one, because they had a great chance. Schofield made a great save off the point blank slapper, and the rebound was loose in front. And I believe that Yager was able to throw it on net, and Schofield just made a tremendous save.
Beautiful snag with the glove from Schofield. And the first real tough test he's had in this game, Schofield performing well as always.
They just won a face-off too, so they did turn over, but that's just a big thing for their momentum as well. They've not won any face-offs this game pretty much. And here's another chance.
Another shot, that one deflected up and out of play as well.
Starting to sense a different energy coming from that Trumbull bench as well. Two quick shots there. As that one, if it wasn't deflected, was definitely going to be a good one on net. So good to see for Trumbull. Definitely putting a lot more effort and energy in this period, as it looks like, as they've Darien's relentless forecheck. Trumbull's pretty much handled it almost with ease, a lot better, except for that one possession. Is the one thing they need to work on is face-offs.
Darien's going up now. Billy Bronca down the side of his shot. That one stayed on the ground, more of a changeup, goes wide of the net. Darien looking back towards the middle again. No one was there. Trumbull got it out, and Schwind, a huge slap shot, sending it in.
Almost killed the ref.
Elders now coming around with it. Almost gets a shot off. Puck gets out.
That's great job by Asa Beach to just stay composed there. Looked like that could have been an odd man rush if he lost that, but he just slowly skated backwards and made the smart play.
Puck behind the net now with Trumbull. Yager sends it up.
See how much better they are against Darien's relentless forecheck, as I was just saying. Definitely made some adjustments, so credit to them and their coach. There's some offsides.
.9:42 to go in the second period. Darien's 1-0 lead is still on as they scored early in the first period. Patrick Thurlow picked up his third goal of the year on that one, putting the Blue Wave up with an advantage. We are still not quite halfway through the FCIAC quarterfinals between the 1 seed and the 8 seed.
Been a lot of stoppages this game. That's a great outlet pass.
That one goes all the way down to Schofield.
That's a great play by Schofield.
Come out, clears it back up.
Yeah, Schofield doesn't make that pass on point and perfectly, then that could have easily been a turnover and an open net. So that's a very good job by the veteran goalkeeper.
Chris Davis ate a hit there, so did Lancaster. Lancaster retaliated a bit. Trumbull gets it out. Spangler's there, though, and he'll skate it back up himself. Ryan Spangler chipping it into the zone. This Trumbull team playing with some more heart now, getting a little more chippy in there, too. They get the puck out. Turlick will skate it. Leaves it back. Darien is there to respond. Kept in the zone, though, and a high shot, that one over the net. Towson Feifel skating up with it. Down the side, just him and DeVillers. He was looking for DeVillers. Now it's Garabet a chance. DeVillers a shot, save Gutman.
DeVillers still got it.
DeVillers with it from behind, looks to Beach up top. He's got some time, a high
that's gotta be goaltender
laser of a
interference.
slap shot. Players getting into it after. Hickey. Looks like he jammed Feifel in the back, and Farisciano said, don't do that after the play. We don't want a penalty. And I don't know if there will be any penalties here. We'll see.
Yeah, that was, can't take away from that. That was unbelievable pass from Arthur DeVillers, just off the boards, right up top to Asa Beach, who let one rip. It looked like that had a chance of going in. Goalie was screened, and looked like just a ton of madness was going on there. Couldn't really tell, but a lot of bodies were being thrown around.
Darien dumping it back into the zone once again. Thurlow looking for a pass towards Krepp, and he couldn't get to it. Fusco working, keeps it in. Over to Kreppen. Kreppen to Beach. That puck got out of the zone. Here goes Trumbull. They'll see if they can do anything. Trumbull taking some time here, resetting. Hickey trying to get it out. He was under pressure from Kreppen. Thurlow looking for his second. A shot goes through across the crease, and a huge opportunity there.
What a defensive play by Matthew Farisciano. Oh my goodness. As we'll take a look here, that puck was loose behind, and you see Farisciano on the left. He got his stick on it. That was a unbelievable defensive play to keep this a 1-0 game. As Graham Kreppen, as he always is just phenomenal on the forecheck, and then you see as Farisciano just got his stick in there and just saved the goal. Kreppen, Thurlow almost squeaked it by, and Kreppen was right there, and Farisciano saved the goal.
Whitaker passing it behind.
I think they needed that too.
Bronco with it, taking his time. He'll skate across. Almost losing the puck. Spangler's there. Trumbull passing it back. Farisciano with it. That one gets cleared up. Now it's a race between Schwinn and Monopoly, and they'll call that one for icing. Trumbull parents not too happy with the call, but the puck will go all the way back down to the other end. 7:13 to go in the second period. Darien still with a 1-0 lead.
That was a smart play by Monopoly. He just chipped it over, and you see the hustle there. Very fast skater, almost got there, but just not in time. Schwinn also hustled. He's a great player. So, you know, two guys going after the puck, and Schwinn came out on top there. As there's a quick one.
We've seen a lot of goals from Darien off quick shots. And that after the draw, that puck goes up and out of play. That one was close, just a little wide of the net.
As Gutman wasn't ready for it, it looked like, and he was screened, and shot was thrown just wide of that right pipe. But if he gets that on net, then that could easily be the 2-0 game.
Putting back and forth, Collins with some nice pressure. Chris Davis keeping it in. Elders with a hit.
Look at that.
All the fourth line doing work. Fourth line, excuse me.
Aiden Elders, he got drilled. That's got to be a call.
That'll be a call.
And he just came back from that ankle injury. He's a great kid. Been talking to him a lot in between these games. He's just been dire to get back on the ice after that ankle injury, and looks like he's holding that right knee. He got obliterated from behind. Saw his body coil up. That did not look good. Just got to pray he's okay. Good to see him walking off.
That was a huge hit, though, down in the corner.
And that was a
potentially dangerous one.
Penalty was definitely justified. As got a cross check to the back of the neck. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a major.
Darien looking for a power play goal.
It is a 5-minute major. See, I've been watching NHL. I know my stuff.
That is a huge call.
And that is, I would not be surprised if Darien puts up 1 or even 2, because this penalty, these 5-minute majors, they are unreleasable. So you can just keep on scoring. And he's not released until that 5 minutes is up. As Gregory
cuts inside. Gregory is looking for the wraparound, and Trumbull gets it out.
Yeah, and Gutman's definitely going to have to keep playing the way he's played today if he wants to keep them in this game with a 5-minute major. Definitely got to step it up.
Holland will restart the Darien power play, leaving it back for DeVillers. He'll put the work in as usual, skating it all the way down.
Yeah, he's so good at that.
DeVillers up top. To Holland, back to DeVillers.
Got to go back to him.
Holland once again. He'll step down for a wrist shot from the outside, saved off to the side by Gutman. DeVillers got the rebound, now pucks in the corner.
DeVillers came in flying there. It's a good job to clear that one by, I believe, was Tyler Hickey.
So now Darien's going to have to put some work in, get it back into the zone. DeVillers moving it across to Holland. That'll be an offsides called, I think, on DeVillers. So Darien will have to reset with 3:45 to go in the penalty, 5:36 left in the second period. Still not a change to the 1-0 lead for Darien.
And during this break, we've got to give a shout out to those loyal fans who showed up. Kevin Bach in the booth right now, coming to support this Blue Wave team. A lot of those fans couldn't make it tonight, but glad to see those who could.
Schwinn will look around. He'll decide to dump it down towards Branca.
Just that second penalty.
Billy Branca
unit.
coming around over to Schwinn.
He's just got such a great handle.
Schwinn leaves it back. Branca looking across towards Lancaster. Couldn't get the shot off. Ely from up top.
Schwinn, backside. Oh.
Found Schwinn. Pass was a little too hard for him.
Good job by
Ely, the shot kick save made. Gutman.
What a save that was. So that one looked like it got ricocheted. So Trumbull definitely doing a great job, especially Gutman on this power play.
Back up to Schwinn. Schwinn barely keeping it in.
Thought that one might have trickled out, but no.
Whitaker, Ely, Schwinn, a wrist shot high and over the net, and they certainly want the puck on the stick of Charlie Schwinn right now as he has an absolute rocket of a shot.
Yeah, on this second power play unit. Here's a good shot.
That one up and out of play.
And that's a smart play from Billy Branca. Just gets in front.
Lancaster and Antonio getting into it after the play. Antonio laughing it off. Lancaster not finding the matter so funny.
Yeah, sophomore going after the captain, I believe. But yeah, so Gutman's definitely stood on his head here in this period, faced with a lot of tough shots, especially on this power play. That first unit didn't generate too much. That second unit, actually, Charlie Schwinn's probably the primary guy. I think Darien's got both, they got DeVillers on the first unit and Schwinn on the second unit. Those are the two guys they normally look for on the power play. Two different setups, though, because Schwinn normally hangs out around the backside looking for that one-timer. DeVillers is always at the high slot, circling that, that's the middle area. But both units have been very good this year. When one fails, normally the other one steps up, especially with a 5-minute major.
It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Darien will then get 44 seconds worth of power play time as Schofield makes the save. Didn't look like he was really expecting that one. And Darien will work to get it out. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. That'll be a whole different scene. Arthur DeVillers coming down the side looking for the cutback. Great defensive play made by Forestiano.
Forestiano's made 2 huge plays this game. DeVillers lets one rip.
DeVillers, that one, a laser. Goes all the way around out of the zone. Jeez. Tommy Holland picks it up to reset.
I really saw that one. I have no idea how Gutman is making these saves because these are some rockets of shots. You might not be able to tell at home, but see, even like that one, those are a lot faster than they look. And he's just done what he needs to do.
Adam Gutman, Asa Beach from up top. His shot goes wide. Holland looking across towards the middle, nobody home. And Trumbull will work to get it out. Still looking like Darien's on a power play. And here go the Eagles. Yager with it down the side.
Yager's got a great handle, you can already tell. Here's a one-timer.
From up top, that one wide of the net. Huge slap shot opportunity. Schofield makes the save on the second go.
So by far their best opportunity this game is Darien on the break now.
Offsides called as Henry.
Beach. Beach lays the hit.
Beach getting into it
with
Monopoly after that play.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Beach was skating, play was over. Monopoly went behind and hit him from behind. And then Beach did not like that, turned around and just lowered the hit. He's going to go into the box.
This game getting a little chippy as we get later and later into it. Coach Mac Budd not too happy. Neither is Pat Gore.
Both of them are going to go into the box. Monopoly was actually the one that hit that Beach hit, but the retaliation from, I believe, number 9, Tyler Hickey. He's the one who's serving the penalty. As Monopoly is coming, I think he thought he was supposed to go to the box, but he is still on the ice. Even he's surprised. See Asa Beach, as again, not the biggest guy, but you don't want to mess with him.
Puck in the corner now. Still 4-on-4.
I think maybe that's what Trumbull needed as well. There's an icing here. But as I was saying, Trumbull definitely maybe need that spark. They just had a couple good opportunities that missed. And they've definitely needed that spark because that can take a lot out of a team, especially the 8 seed when you're this close to tying it. And then just that's what Schofield's there to do. She's just shut down a potential game-tying goal, which would have been huge, not just towards this game, but just towards the overall momentum for the Trumbull side.
Beach picked up the roughing penalty on that one. There was another penalty call on the Trumbull player as well. Didn't quite catch it over the PA.
Yeah, I believe it was Tyler Hickey they gave it to. That's a great pass. And another good pass.
Trumbull's going to move up, hoping to generate something here, looking across. Oh, and Antonio almost had the shot.
Yeah, Trumbull's looked much stronger this period. You see Henry Gregory.
Gregory putting on some heavy pressure. He's certainly been working hard this game. Garabet sheds off a player. Garabet's going to survey. Looks behind, finds Gregory. Gregory will take his time as well. Looking up top to Holland, a shot deflected off of Garabet.
Yeah, I think that one had a good shot of almost going in, and that hit Garabet. Someone's stick is broken.
Antonio broke his stick.
And he's holding his hand too, so 5-on-3 pretty much. He can't do much here besides just apply pressure. We'll see what Darien sets up here in a basically 5-on-3 scenario.
High shot, that one just wide. Penalty expires, and we're back to 5-on-5.
They got to get this out, and he's going to try to get off the ice.
Antonio works, he gets off the ice. Garabet with the shot deflected up into the air.
I don't think Garabet saw he had DeVillers wide open on the backside.
Now here's DeVillers. Gregory Thurlow with it. The workhorse, he's full of energy.
Ooh.
Looking across the middle, his pass gets deflected, and Trumbull gets a clear.
And you can see Gutman just exhales as he just did phenomenal during that penalty kill. As his defense definitely did their job, but Darien with a 5-minute major coming out with no goals. That's definitely a win for Gutman. And
huge win, big morale booster as well.
Exactly.
Minute 17 to go in the second period.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how Trumbull's going to respond in this third period after definitely got a couple more chances on the offensive end and holding Darien scoreless the second period. But as we've talked about before, Darien, third period's their period, crunch time, they step up. We saw it against New Canaan. We saw it against Xavier. They came back, even though it fell in overtime, but definitely did a good job. They came back that game. So third period is definitely where they come to play the most.
Blue Wave still relentless, though, even though there's a minute 15 to go in the second period. So Trumbull can't be breathing for too long quite yet, as Darien's going to keep the pressure on. And here's Graham Kreppen, another small player, always keeping those legs moving.
Ooh.
Cuts back, looks up top to Schwinn. Schwinn fakes the slap shot back down to Kreppen. Kreppen will skate with it, forcing himself towards the middle. Kreppen across the front. Kreppen a goal, and Darien's got the 2-0 lead. Graham Kreppen putting in the work.
Yeah, that was just all grit there. As Gutman was just fighting for that loose puck in front. Looked like he had a poke check on it. As you see, Graham Kreppen just gets his own rebound, goes right through the 5-hole, and Gutman, can't blame him for that one. He's done a phenomenal job this period.
Kreppen, the first-year senior, picking up his 8th goal of the season. That's his 11th point. And Kreppen has certainly been newcomer to this team that people weren't knowing what to expect from him at the beginning of the season. He's certainly been one of the top scorers on this team, and
a lot of
real workhorse.
A lot of these seniors coming into the year, a lot of the workload is projected to go to a lot of the juniors and sophomores and even freshmen. But this senior class has just absolutely overperformed their standards. It's another one there.
Deflected off the stick of Gregory.
Players like Henry Gregory, Patrick Thurlow, Towson Feifel, Alec
Gregory
Garabet.
once again, big glove save from Gutman.
Yeah, a lot of these seniors have just really stepped it up. Graham Kreppen as well, just these scrappy guys in front. Just really good players you want on a team. Put it all on the line on the forecheck. Players like Graham Kreppen and Thurlow especially, they're both the goal scorers this game.
21.5 seconds left, and though we're near the end of the second period, do not count Darien out yet. We just saw them score, and wouldn't be surprised if we see another one here off the draw. Trumbull carrying it up now. DJ Kimberly with it. Darien turning it back around. 10 seconds to go in the period. We'll see if anything happens with the remainder of this time. Doesn't look like anything will.
It's a really smart play. Darien, a lot of those players think they're taught to do that, as they just pin that puck up against the boards and just don't allow anyone to, possibly a loose puck and put one on net.
At the conclusion of the second period, it's 2-0 Darien. Graham Kreppen extending the lead. And the Blue Wave, they've got a lot of momentum going into the third period. We'll take a break. We'll be back here in just a few moments on the DAF Media Network.
The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared to respond whenever you need it.
I'd like to thank the Darien Foundation for their continued support. They've been a wonderful partner, and they've taken this vision that we've had for this property and make it a reality.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
This is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
It's important for people to be proud of where they live and to understand that if they want a better society, that they need to fund places like the Darien Foundation and the places like the Mather Homestead, because they're so rich in cultural achievements that it makes it a better place to live.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This is David Genovese, founder of Corbin Cares. Corbin Cares Phase 2, in partnership with the Darien Foundation, was launched to support the people who support Darien. Corbin Cares partnered with the Darien Foundation to thank essential workers, teachers, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, town employees, and postal workers who stepped up during the pandemic. Family meals for 4 were provided by Four Forks, Bodega, Michael Joseph's, 1020 Post, and Parlor Pizza and Wine. Post 53 was treated to a tacos and waffles night with Bodega and the Waffle Cabin. Thanks to countless donors, 910 family dinners for 4 and 110 posties were served. And the Corbin Cares office was flooded with notes, emails, and letters of gratitude. Thanks to the essential workers and generous donors, you are all that make this community great.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym. We Are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
here live on the DAF Media Network as the Darien Blue Wave lead the Trumbull Eagles after 2 periods. Score of 2-0 this FCIAC quarterfinal matchup. Darien's 2 goals coming from Patrick Thurlow and Graham Crepin. And the Blue Wave coming into this period with a ton of momentum. They ended that period with a goal in the final minute. Graham Crepin with a big hustle play, stuffing the puck into the net, earning them the 2-score lead. And now the Blue Wave just looking to finish the job here at the Ice House.
Everyone's dialed in. You see Garabit with a good pass to Tommy Holland.
Holland up top. A shot and a goal for Darien. The 3rd goal for the Blue Wave, and that one is certainly a dagger.
I saw that. Timmer was open up top. That pass got through, and he scores his, believe, 3rd goal of the year. So, that was a great find.
That's a tip-in from Feifel, actually.
Oh, was it?
It looks like it was. A tip-in from Towson Feifel, making that his 6th goal of the year, if I'm correct.
I was giving Timmer all the credit. Guess not. But, nonetheless, a great play by him. He'll get the assist. So, threw that one on net, got tipped in. Feifel, yes, great job. He's known for those tips in front. He stole a goal from Arthur DeVillers as well, and there he just gets one from Holland. But
Blue Wave now with 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of play as Feifel makes a move towards the inside, looking for a pass. That one was broken up by Zach Yager.
Yeah, Feifel's a great player. He's always there in front, looking to deflect those shots, and that's where he scores the majority of his goals. He's a great, gritty finisher up front.
Puck loose. Gutman couldn't get on it, and now Trumbull's going to try to get it out of the zone. Darien heavy on the pressure as usual, something we've seen all season. As Trumbull is just struggling at this point now. That 3rd goal, a dagger, a real backbreaker. Trumbull losing a lot of their momentum, and Darien just going to keep pummeling right now.
Yeah, you just see how much pressure they apply on this forecheck. We always talk about how good they are. It's really probably the best facet to their game. As on cue, Thurlow, one of the best.
Thurlow and Crepin, the 2 with goals coming up. Shot went wide. Now Beach from up top.
That's
his shot got deflected a couple times.
That's his spot. Top left. That left wing. He'll just throw those on net. Always trying to generate some opportunities.
Trumbull going the other way, making a move towards the inside. It's Monopoly. Puck in the corner. Fusco over to Beach. Back to Ely. Ely looking up to Whitaker. Whitaker gets through, and he'll chase after it with some help from Billy Bronca.
And Trumbull this game, it's 3-0, and I know they're most likely, barring a huge comeback, most likely going to be on the losing end tonight, but they've definitely done a good job. On the defensive end, just two pretty unlucky goals. The 2nd goal especially, Gutman did a phenomenal job of poking that puck loose and just came back to Crepin. He scored, but they should definitely not be disappointed with themselves tonight. I'm sure they're going to be sad, but definitely, they've done a great job of just holding this Darien offense to only 3 goals. Very powerful offense, so they should definitely go home with that in mind tonight.
Trumbull going to do their best though to try to get back into this.
Definitely not over though.
FCIAC tournament, so you never know what to expect. Most unexpected things seem to always happen when it matters most. Little tie up on the draw. Puck still caught up in some skates. Spangler comes out with it. Spangler up to Davis. Elders Collins now on the chase. Jack Collins making a move. Shot save made. Gutman. Puck goes in the net, and they call it a goal for Darien.
And Darien just running away with it now.
We'll see who they credit that one to. Not quite sure who it was. We'll take another look.
But I couldn't really tell.
Looks like it was.
Oh,
no. I think it was the initial shot from Collins. Jack Collins with the goal, picking up his.
Yeah,
I believe that's his 3rd goal of the year, the freshman.
Puck was on the line maybe Elders tipped it in, or Collins. We'll see who they give credit to. Wait for the PA announcement, but could have gone to either guys, both in the right spot, right time. Definitely started with Jack Collins, though. Skated that on an odd man rush and just finished it. So good job by the freshman in one of his first games back.
Charlie Schwinn will skate back with it.
They gave credit to Elders, it seems. So Aiden Elders.
They're calling it Elders, but I don't know. It looked on our replay to be Collins, so we'll call it Collins up here in the booth.
I think Collins squeaked it through the 5-hole, and when it was about across the line, Elders might have got a stick on it, but Jack Collins deserves the credit for that goal. There's a good shot.
Stick save off to the side by Schofield, and he has barely been challenged at all today. As here goes Arthur DeVillers making a move for the inside shot, made Gutman. Ely will dump it back into the zone. Darien will continue with their pressure, this time led by Towson Feifel.
Good.
Puck gets by him, though. Holland chasing it back. He's under pressure.
Looks like he got held. And
from Turlick. Garabet. Puck comes to him.
You see that chemistry between those two. Great move.
DeVillers a shot, low save made Gutman.
So back-to-back shots from DeVillers from the high slot, his sweet spot. Gutman just put them away. First one was definitely a very tough save. You see that one there was deflected, so Gutman was ready for it. But the first one, DeVillers skating in an odd man rush, and he was able to get a pad on it. Just to draw one here by Trumbull. Crash from Ely.
Ely sends it back the other way. Krepping gets hit. He's still on his feet. Puck gets picked up, looking across. Now here's Ely. Ely a slap shot. Low gets caught in the mix.
That's a great play.
Holland, that one over, safe made.
Gutman again. Can't believe that he's given up 4 goals. It seems like he's been faced with about 40 shots. Here's a chance for Trumbull. Oh, off the pipe.
Shot off the post. A huge opportunity from Turlick. And unfortunately, nothing comes from it.
And that one stings if you're Trumbull, because they really needed that. Just get back in this game, but also just, putting up a donut on that score sheet's not what you want in the playoffs.
Bronca, a low shot. That one was skipping and hopping, but Gutman was right on it nonetheless.
Yeah, on cue, Gutman has just, he's been phenomenal. We've been talking about him all game. He's been faced with many shots, and just not even the quantity, but also the quality of these shots that he's getting are just very, very tough, and he's really done a good job of keeping this from being a blowout.
Beach sends it. Bronca recovers. Now Bronca in the corner. Trumbull.
Here's his spot.
Fails to get it out. Beach. Wrist shot deflected high. It stays in play, though, off the glass. Bronca with a nice tie-up. Helps keep the puck in the zone. Darien just trying to kill clock at this point.
There's a turnover.
Gregory coming down a little.
Got too fancy with it.
Fancy pass towards Bronca.
When you're up 4-zip, I think that, maybe it's, I wouldn't say justified, but not the worst thing in the world. Would look cool.
From a player and fan standpoint, it seems pretty reasonable. From a coaching standpoint, they probably want you to stick to the fundamentals at this point in the game, not giving anything up.
It's a great play from Charlie Schwinn. There's Gregory.
Gregory sending it off the boards.
This Trumbull team's definitely got a few good players. Just haven't been able to get enough offense generated. Darien's defense is the real MVP tonight. Just hasn't allowed them to do anything. Starting with this guy, Asa Beach. Hasn't let anyone get behind him pretty much the whole game.
Elders gets hit. Chris Davis sending the puck into the zone. Elders putting some pressure on. Now the puck behind the net with Trumbull. They're going to... Little indecisive there. And Darien takes the puck right back. Chris Davis pushing it in. Avoids a hit. He'll put some pressure on And Feifel coming up. Darien still on the pressure. Just relentless, and they're not generating a lot of shots right now. It's a lot more of running clock, keeping the puck behind the net. Trying to come out of this game with a shutout. That would be a huge mark to leave to start these playoffs, a shutout for Darien, and they're just doing a good job running off clock in this game. That shot was deflected off the stick of Holland. Now the puck's loose in front. Trumbull still with it up top.
Good block from Towson Feifel.
DeVillers moving it up to Garabet. Garabet shaking off that hit. Still skating with it. Takes a shot. That one tipped off the glove of Gutman.
Just such a dangerous line. Feifel, DeVillers, and Garabet. You know, Feifel always sets up in front, ready to redirect. He's got great speed as well. Then you got Garabet and DeVillers usually bringing it up together, looking for a wrist or a slap shot in the high slot. Probably, in my opinion, the two best shooters in the team. Them and Charlie Schwend.
Trumbull going the other way with it. Trying to make something happen. 6 minutes left. They've struggled all game. Chris Schofield has had a pretty easy job back on his end. He hasn't been moving around much, and he's probably pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting such a light amount of action tonight, but, you know, Trumbull, the action they've given him, you know, they haven't had a ton of shots, but again, the quality of their shots have been pretty good. Drew iron one time, and Schofield's been faced a couple of tough shots, but he's definitely handled them well.
Little bouncer there. Schofield kicked it away.
Yeah. Sometimes those, you know, get unlucky. Those can skip over the blocker, so good job. He was able to get that blocker up.
Thurlow slaps one in. Darien continuing.
That's a really smart play from Mesa Beach. Keep that puck moving, keep that clock turning. Oh.
Little push down there. Huge opportunity now, looking to go
again
through the legs. And Giancarlo Montanaro tried to get way too fancy with it there, and he didn't get even a shot out of that.
And Asa Beach, the second time we've seen this game, this time he did reach for the toe drag a little bit, but that recovery was just tremendous as he was able to get in front as Schwend is sandwiched.
Schwend gets sandwiched, and the puck's still loose out in front of the crease, and it goes in.
That's Greg's. I think that's Greg's.
And another goal for Darien. 5-0, extending their lead, and now the overkill of this game is really starting to show, Will.
Yeah, and that all starts with the play from Asa Beach. You know, that one-on-one, you know, that he did get him with the toe drag a little bit, and Beach just did not give up on that play. Such a gritty player. Reached out with the poke check and just got it between his stick and just completely pushed it the other way, and Gregory was able to put one in the net.
That's Gregory's 4th goal on the season. That pushes his points total to 10. So Henry Gregory, another Darien player now with double-digit points on the year. And Gregory has been quietly at work throughout this season. He's put constant pressure on. He's always working hard, so paying off with a goal there. Darien still on the offensive end.
Just not giving up on this, as you said, overkill on offense. Just third period, I told you, they step up in the third period. That's when they do most of their work.
We'll get to Will's 3 stars in just a few moments here.
Best part of the broadcast.
Puck down on the end. DeVillers with it. Darien, Chris Davis pushing to get it out of the zone. He still can't. Darien finally gets it out with help from Tommy Holland.
Make sure you stay tuned. I know this game's getting out of hand, but best part of the broadcast coming up soon. 3 stars.
Arthur DeVillers looking down towards Feifel. Feifel with some pressure. Rebound DeVillers. He puts it in. Arthur DeVillers with another goal. The goal leader for Darien. His 13th of the year and his 18th point on the season. And what a year Mr. DeVillers has had.
And that's probably the easiest one he's going to get. Just basically padding stats at this point. Now up 6-0. DeVillers just snuck that one in. I believe the leading goal scorer in the FCIAC, or close to it, with him and Michael Rayer were competing. But he is now tied, I believe, with Michael Rayer, if we're including postseason.
Trumbull just trying, at this point, trying to prevent from allowing any more goals.
Yeah, playing for pride at this point. And, you know, I know Gutman has given up 6 goals, but, you know, it's probably the best performance I've ever seen of someone who's given up 6 goals.
Adam Gutman has just put on a show today. I don't know how many shots he's faced total, but he has been so dominant with his saves. I mean, Darien has 6 goals on the board right now, but it's just been insane, to say the least. Adam Gutman, his glove early on, we saw he was...
Now we're going to the 3 stars. So we're going to go Patrick Thurlow. He, the first goal, started that up, and Asa Beach has been absolute his workforce on defense. And then Adam Gutman, I know he's given up 6 goals, but he's absolutely done everything he could. Shot after shot has been thrown at him. I think he's still got an 87% save percentage, and the quality of these shots has been tremendous. So, you know, definitely major props to him. Stink's given up 6 goals as a senior in the FCIAC playoffs, but, you know, he's definitely done his part as much as he can as delayed penalty here.
Delayed penalty.
Yeah, and as I was saying, Patrick Thurlow, no need to explain that. Gamble's first goal of the game. Then Asa Beach has just made play after play on defense, just constantly throwing poke checks and, you know, laying hits. He's just been very gritty and just been a tremendous player for the Wave the whole season. So Asa is now the only player who has been one of Ouija's 3 stars twice.
He's actually 100% on the Ouija stars so far this season. This is the second game you've done it. And Asa Beach has been a star both games.
You know, maybe thrown in as a reference once or twice before that, but now we're making it a whole segment for each game. Just got to give some credit.
Shot from the point. Went wide, now the puck's in the corner. Under 2 minutes to go.
And I'm really hoping Gutman doesn't give up another one, because then my 3 stars pick would, if you didn't see the context, wouldn't look too great. But he really has played tremendous. We both talked about it in between intermissions, especially the first 2 periods. He really kept them in this game. And I think that just fatigue has set in this 3rd period, and that's been a big reason why he's been faced with a lot of tougher shots. But when it was only a 1-0 or 2-0 game, he really kept them in this game.
Blue Wave posting 4 goals in the 3rd period. They had 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Nope.
Now Trumbull on a rush, looking to have something. A shot from Yager goes way wide. Looked like a hook, if you want to use a golf term to describe it.
It'd be like a 20 handicap. You can't be using golf terms. But yeah, that was definitely a good move. You know, that's the second time we've seen that. You know, these 2 guys, first one hit the pipe. Second one, you know, Schofield definitely has done his job, but, you know, definitely gotten some help from his defense. And here's Ely looking to add to that scoring sheet. All these guys just want to put one in now, and Russell Tarrant now in. Had a great game against St. Joe's, I believe. Couple assists.
Time just ticks down in the remainder.
I think they're just going to hold it. No need to start anything chippy. So I believe the final score is going to be 6-0. Because Darien most likely is not going to shoot this. That's a good job from Patrick.
And time will tick off. The Blue Wave with quite the show, a 6-0 win in the quarterfinals of the FCIAC tournament.
On to the semis. And Trumbull, the score sheet, as I'll say it again, I'll reiterate it, they definitely played their hearts out. 6-0 is probably not the score the score should be reading, because this game was a lot closer than it looked. Just an absolute onslaught of goals in the end. But until probably the beginning of the third period, or even the end of the second period, this was a really close game, and a lot of that was thanks to Adam Gutman, which is why he's one of the 3 stars, along with Asa Beach and Patty Gambles.
And at the end of the day, the Blue Wave coming up with a huge win. And usually at the beginning of a game like this, where it's such a high-ranked team against a lower-ranked team, you would expect to see maybe the lower-ranked team show out, surprise Darien, but the Blue Wave wanted to make sure that didn't happen today. The coaching emphasized it. So Darien will play either Ridgefield or Greenwich. I believe Ridgefield, final score of that game, 3-0. Or excuse me, that one in the third period right now. Ridgefield with the lead. So we'll see what happens there.
You know, Darien's got to watch out for that team, because Ridgefield's got those Pereira brothers, two great players who can really pull off an upset. So, if New Canaan and Fairfield Co-op are playing in the semis, so winner of that will make it to the finals to play the winner of Darien versus Ridgefield. This should wrap it up tonight. Thank you all for watching with us.
Yeah, we'll give a quick shout out to everyone here on our crew. Sam Donnelly, camera 2, Eric Bellingham, camera 1, Braden Shank on graphics, his sister, Ayla Shank, making her DAF Media debut on Instant Replay.
Braden did make the 3 stars graphics, so shout out to him for that as well.
Emily Fox, our director, coming over here from NCTV. Of course, Dylan DeRiso alongside Will Johnson. As always, it's been a blast, especially with this game. This was definitely a fun one. So on behalf of everyone here from DAF Media, of course, the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and have a nice evening.
We'll see you in the semifinal game versus Ridgefield, I believe, if everything holds up.
Thank you for watching.